As you can see, it's over for the gig economy. The gig economy is about to collapse. And the reason why I say that is because there's a lot of gig workers that's feeling like doing gig work is not worth their time anymore. And I know this is a sad situation because the economy is getting tough and gig workers can't keep up. So in this video, let's see what gig workers been going through.
Man, the economy is terrible. I just made $7 on DoorDash in almost 8 hours. I can't wait for this job interview tomorrow, man. When I tell you I ain't never quit no job again, I don't care how good the side business do. I don't care how good this do. I'm never quitting a job again. Entrepreneurship is just too fickle. Like, man, I'm talking about DoorDash been booming for 90 days straight ever since I lost my last job. And then all of a sudden, the week before rent, now it's the week of rent. I'm talking about ain't nobody dashing, man. But I'm supposed to be in one of the biggest cities. Like, everybody flogging, bro. Everybody lying about what they got. Can't afford the cars. None of that stuff. Like, all this stuff just be capped, man. I'm telling you. Because the economy gonna show you exactly what's really going on. Nobody's door dashing this stuff. And I'm a platinum member on DoorDash now. Ain't nobody got no money. I'm telling you, man, don't quit your job thinking you finna do DoorDash and have your free time and you think you finna boom out. Nope. It's not happening, Captain. I'm telling you, keep your job. Cause what they do is you'll be dashing for a little minute. You think you're doing good, and then boom. They're gonna let you run out good for a few weeks, but then it's gonna settle in. It's gonna settle in. Once you settle in their system, oh yeah, it's over with. Then it's like then it's weird. It's like they got the dispatchers that can hear us talk or see where we at. I know they can see where we at, but it's like they got the dispatchers that can talk. I mean, they can hear us talk or whatever. And it's like they can tell when you about to cut the app off, or when you finna drive back home, or you finna, you know what I'm saying, pull it to the grocery store, grab stuff for the house. Then they'll try to start sending you orders after about 3 or 4 hours. Like, nah, man, the motivation already gone. I'm good. Tell you, man, keep your job. Do not do DoorDash thinking you finna make a killing. It's over with. I ain't never doing DoorDash no more. I'm talking about I'm finna go to work Monday through Friday like regular human, like everybody else. Tired of killing my car anyway.
Hey, what happened to the gig economy? You never hear about that anymore. I guess it's supposed to be the new thing, but it feels like it kind of peaked around like maybe 2018 and just went away from there. Like all those old gig economy jobs that people used to do for side money, now those are just like full-time jobs done by people who can't do anything else. Like I used to do food delivery. That was just like a weird side hustle. Now it's done by like a guy with 3 phones and like an e-bike that explodes when you try to charge the battery. I mean, there are still people making money without jobs, but it looks way different now. Like the old gig economy, it still kind of resembled actual work. Like you'd be, walking dogs or assembling IKEA furniture. I think it's no coincidence that gig economy jobs went away at the same time that sports gambling became legal. I think it's just people's relationship to money is different. It's like money doesn't come from work anymore. Money comes from hitting a crazy parlay. And I, for one, think this is perfectly sustainable.
Instacart is the most frustrating gig app I have, and that's out there, in my opinion. And let me explain. Since they came up with this tier list and tier system where, you really had to be diamond to see the best orders, or, if you're not diamond, you're still going to see good orders, but like, it's going to be like 10 seconds after. It's been a struggle. You could be sitting in the parking lot and not see anything for a whole hour and a half. And then once you leave the parking lot, you leave the app, you see a banger. And you go and grab it and you still miss it. And here's a prime example. I missed a 170 Costco on Sunday. I'm in the app, by the way. Click it real fast. Boom, gone. And yes, it's all about your market, but I believe this app is becoming less and less reliable because they want you to take the trash they keep sending you.
So I had someone ask me the other day, should I quit my 9 to 5 and do Uber Eats full time? Because they said, oh, I know I can make over $100 a day, like, easily. Now I responded saying, if you have a good 9 to 5, I wouldn't. Like, if you have a good job, a good paying 9 to 5 job, like, that's a lot better than doing gig work, to be honest. Doing gig work full time is not for everyone. A lot of people see videos online and people are making so much money doing Uber and DoorDash, but you only see like the good days usually. You don't see the bad days. Like yesterday was horrible. I wasn't getting any orders on DoorDash or Uber Eats. Today has been just as bad. I haven't gotten anything good on DoorDash. I've gotten some orders, they just weren't good. Uber has been okay. It's been saving me a little bit, but I haven't made shit really. And that's how it is sometimes with gig work. You're not going to be making a lot of money some days, and you're going to be wasting your time. But then there's days where you can make a lot. It's really busy. It's very, like, unpredictable sometimes, not super stable. So quitting a 9 to 5 and going to one app, Uber Eats, is not really smart. I would keep that 9 to 5 and I would do Uber Eats on the side, and, you know, you have stable income and then you have your side income. Now, unless that 9 to 5 is horrible, like I'm talking about horrible and you're miserable, then yeah, I would do Uber Eats full time. But also try to get other apps because it's not always going to be good on Uber Eats. You just got to keep in mind the costs of doing gig work full time. It's a little bit different than part time. Your costs increase a lot. Gas increases a lot. Car maintenance, oil change, like all that. It's going to go up. But you still can surprisingly make a lot more than most 9 to 5 jobs.
If you're an Uber driver, I need you to listen to what I'm gonna tell you right now. Stop it. Stop what you're doing. It's not good anymore. It's garbage. You could literally go and work minimum wage in a third world country, and you'll be better off than Uber and Lyft driving. And I'm not just talking about the financials. I'm talking about the toll that it takes on your mental health and your psyche. Okay, there's nothing more degrading. Maybe the Good Feast store is a little bit more degrading. Let me just, God damn it. Okay, you know what? There we go. The Good Feast store is a little bit more degrading. Okay. I spent 45 minutes just to tell you need $2,500. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. Uber and Lyft driving is hot garbage from Pasadena, California to LAX. It's only going to pay you $22. And then you got people that basically want to spit you in your face. Nine months it's been since I full-time Uber Lyft drove. Okay, it's not good. Be free, little birdies. Be free.
I've been doing gig work for damn near 10 years full time, and this is the worst that I've ever seen. So we have to basically fight with the companies just so that way they could pay us a decent wage for completing deliveries and orders and everything like that, even though we go above and beyond and literally have to shop items a lot of this. We also have to fight with customers because they don't understand what we do and like the type of work that we do, and there's a lot of people out there that think it's completely acceptable to not tip, which tips are not, they're misclassified as tips. They're actually a bid for service, i.e. the driver payment. But anyways, back on topic, there's a lot of people that are out there that think it's completely acceptable to not have to tip or pay your driver for completing a luxury service such as grocery shopping, a 100-item grocery order and delivering it to your front door. We also have to compete with and fight with other drivers who are not your friends. They're basically competition because orders are getting sent out all at the same time and their orders are extremely scarce. So you basically have to fight other drivers and other drivers that are using bots and other apps that snatch orders away from you. So it's not a fair playing field for us that do things ethically and have been doing it for a long time. So you basically have to fight for orders. It's literally like a war field out here, every man for himself when it comes to trying to get orders. And they're so hard to come by to where you have to either accept lowball orders or not pay your bills for the week. And then on top of that, we have to deal with
high miles, high items, and low pay when it comes to orders, which is extremely frustrating, especially when you know your worth and you know the type of quality service and customer service that you bring, and then you still have to take these high miles, high items with low pay orders, or you just don't get paid. On top of that, we have rising gas prices that are almost $4 a gallon in some locations, $5 a gallon in locations. So if you're taking these high mile orders that are going extremely far and you're paying $5 per gallon in gas, then and you're burning 1 or 2 gallons to drop off and to come back on these high mile orders, then you're essentially spending $10 just for that order. So if you're making only $10 for the order, it evens out. You're not making any profit. You're doing the work for free. You're not getting paid for it. And then on top of that, we got maintenance expenses. We're in a high tax bracket. We got to pay taxes. If your car breaks down, you have to have a contingency fund so that way you can get your car back up and running, because if your car's broke down, as however many days go by, you're losing money and you're not making money at the same time. So every day that goes by, you're losing out on potential profits and making money. So that's extremely frustrating too. So you have to get your car fixed as soon as possible, because bills don't stop when your car's broke down. So you still have to pay your bills, so you're losing that money and you're losing income at the same time. So it's just like not good at all. And then on top of that, you also have to have your contingency fund for if your vehicle breaks down, you have to be able to buy your vehicle a new vehicle, and that goes into the same thing as your maintenance expenses, because if your vehicle breaks down, every day that goes by, you're losing money. So compare that with having to fight drivers, the company not wanting to pay you, they want to pay you less and less so that they can put more billions in their pockets, and customers not wanting to pay for these luxury services. The shit is so stressful. And like, before you say, oh, you chose the job, some of us don't have the luxury or the privilege to be able to work a 9 to 5, which is why I've been doing this for so long. Some of us, that's a luxury and a privilege to be able to work a 9 to 5, man, and work a regular job. I know, because I've been working and busting my ass since I was 14 years old, and I enjoy doing this. But you shouldn't say because somebody's getting paid less, or they're not getting paid at all, or people think it's not acceptable to not pay them, your main argument shouldn't be, well, you picked that job. Your main argument should be, well, like, why is this happening, and what can we do to fix this and rectify the situation? Because everybody deserves to get paid for their services and for their time and for working. Like, nobody should be working for free. So that's just like a pessimistic, manipulative way to look at it, to justify like being a piece of shit for the company, justifying them not paying us, justifying people not tipping us or paying us for our services and stuff like that. There's really no justification for that type of behavior, and it's weird to try to like narcissistically manipulate the situation to justify that type of behavior, if that makes sense. So I don't know, man, it's really stressful out here. So I don't know, is anybody else having issues like this in their zones, or how long have y'all been doing it? Is it still feasible where you're at? Because it's getting really bad, man. It's literally getting worse and worse.
I didn't know it was getting this bad in the gig work economy. It's getting so bad to the point that gig workers are going back to their 9 to 5s just to make ends meet. Yes, I said it. They're going back to their 9 to 5s. They feel like they can't do gig work no more. It's just too slow. It's too up and down for them. It's not guaranteed. And they was basically saying that 1 month you can make a decent amount, and then next month you can make a good amount. But when that 3rd month comes, you're not making anything, and bills are still due. And that's the sad part. You're going to be behind on your bills because you're a self-employed contractor. You're not working for a company where you know that your paycheck is guaranteed. And there's a lot of Americans that's struggling, living from paycheck to paycheck. But some people still rather just live from paycheck to paycheck, as long as they know it's guaranteed. And then some gig workers, they was basically stating that they work too long just to make a decent amount of money. Doing gig work is dangerous. A lot of people don't consider that. And then it puts a lot of wear and tear on your car. And gas prices are expensive. Gas haven't went down in a long time. It's constantly going up. It's just getting out of hand. And people do not want to deal with this economy anymore, let alone do gig work. And then they're tired of dealing with customers. People always arguing with customers. They're tired of customers just going back and forth. And customers are just getting out of control. And it's becoming difficult to do gig work. So it's becoming dangerous. And that's just crazy because the things that people go through just to make $1, ends meet. People really going through a lot. And it's sad that a lot of people have to go through this just to try to survive. And that's the sad part in America because we didn't used to be like this. And then for me, gig work would be skeptical for me. Having people behind you in your car and then you driving for Lyft and Uber, you never know. What's that saying on that 50 Cent movie, Get Rich or Die Trying? When Terrence Howard was like, I don't like people moving behind me. And that's a real situation it could be. Because you never know. I'm just throwing out a scenario. It's becoming dangerous. So at the end of the day, if you feel like it's not safe for you or it's not worth it, then you don't need to do gig work. It's not worth your safety and your well-being. And if you feel like it's no point, you have to make the best decision for you. But the economy is still falling apart. People can't afford nothing. And I thought people would like it because they can make their own schedule. But I got some people feel like, no, they'd rather go back to their 9 to 5s. So let me know what y'all would do in this situation. Would y'all just continue to do gig work, hang in there? Or would y'all go back to y'all 9 to 5? And that's my take on this situation. Let me know how y'all feel. Share it in the comments. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.